Here is what we know. There have been 3 worlds. The one that fell, the one that rose, the one that disappeared. But in time, they emerged. As the land became habitable once more, these fragmented pieces, these enclaves emerged from their huts and deep-hidden settlements and formed societies. They told stories of their old world, of how this new one came to be, but not of others. There was no talk of those that reside beyond the canyons of flame. Until the last moon, your world was the only one. Beyond the canyons that border your world lay only fire, darkness, and clawed leviathans rising from gigantic cracks in the ground, stalking the sky. Then came the gateway, a comet striking a portion of rock, revealing a portal to other worlds. This is what you know. No one steps through the gateway without a good reason. For it could mean death, or it could mean glory. Before you can begin your adventure, you need to make a character. Let's look at the character sheet. Here's where you fill out your chosen species and archetype. First, choose a species. There are 3 species to choose from: Phasmid, Caparilla, or Hillidan. Hillidan have grown up in the trees. Their binocular vision, sticky fingertips, and long legs make them excellent climbers and jumpers. Their brightly colored hair stand out like the tropical flowers they feed on. Noble and elegant creatures, they know more about nature than any other species. When endangered, their eyes turn red, and their skin can take on a purple hue. The Phasmid are one with the landscape, like the stick insect or chameleon. They blend into nature with hair like vines, arms like branches, and a heightened sense of danger on the horizon. They transform with their surroundings and can be beautiful or horrifying whenever they wish. Caparilla are large bear-like rodents who hang upside down from trees, love keeping cool in the water, and wrestling with their pals for fun. Though they may be playful by nature, they are fierce and powerful when angry, with huge teeth, whiskers, claws, and an overbearing stature. Now, choose an archetype. This will determine many of your character's skills, how he interacts with his environment, and how he behaves in a fight. Who will you be? The outlaw is the rebel, the revolutionary, the misfit. Outlaws are a great choice for playing highly skilled rebels, rogues, and those who steal from the rich and give to the poor. The trickster is the jester, the practical joker, the wild card. Tricksters are a good choice if you want to play a prankster, a joker, or someone who doesn't take life too seriously. The warrior is the hero, the crusader, the rescuer. The warrior is a good choice if you want to play someone loyal and honorable who lives for the battle. The healer is the caregiver, the helper, and the friend. You should choose the healer if you want to help and save wounded and have power over life and death. The sage is the detective, the mentor, the shaman. You should pick the sage if you want to play a brainy scholar, a wise, bookish genius, or a detective. The explorer is a true adventurer, a seeker, a pioneer. Explorers are a good choice if you want to play a survivalist, or skilled tracker who is at home with the wilderness and friends with the animals. The sorcerer is a good choice if you want to play wizards or witches and create illusions, tricks, and spells that dazzle the mind and confuse the senses. Inventors are creators, scientists, artists. Choose them if you want to play a mad scientist, genius creator, or studious problem solver. Fill out your chosen species and archetype. Have you done that? Great. Have a think. What's the first thing people notice about your character? Is it how tall you are? How golden your eyes are? Perhaps you have snakes or even butterflies that live in your hair. Take a moment to write down the first thing people notice about you here. This is where you should draw a self-portrait. Don't forget to include any pets or companions you want to take on your journey. Everyone is allowed a small pet. And remember, even the largest dragons start out small. Let's work on your backstory. What are your important relationships? Who do you have to say goodbye to before you embark on this big adventure? Take a moment to think of what your character's flaw might be. Perhaps your character is too selfish. Or perhaps he's too distracted. Or maybe they like eating a little too much. What did your character do before leaving on this adventure? Or what does your character wear? What's their style? What does your character believe in? Perhaps it's the power of nature. Or maybe that something better awaits them out there. Try to think about how your character moves. Are they slow and heavy? Are they quick and nimble? And what does your character's voice sound like? Perhaps they have a powerful, booming voice. Or maybe a light and playful voice. It could even be a soft whisper that could barely be heard. What is your character's flaw? What gets in their way? And of course, what is your character's dream? What do they want? Write that here. Now you know a lot about your character, their special skills, their biggest prides, and greatest flaws. Have you thought of a name? Let's use an adjective to sum up the character we have created. Like Bruno the Brave. How about Willow the Wanderer? Or Cleo the Clumsy? Excellent. We are ready to dive into action. Join us at FTDC to play out your adventure with your newly designed character. See you at Flamethrowers and Dreamcatchers. Play online now with friends, or join the club in person. We can't wait for you to join us.